To an ABC 15 investigation, a Phoenix police whistleblower coming out on top of an ugly and expensive legal battle with the city.
The issue coming between them, bogus kidnapping statistics, and tonight, ABC 15 Dave Biscobing with the dramatic development you'll only see right here.
Sergeant Phil Roberts just won his job back tonight after the city backed down and offered to settle his case. What we don't know yet is how much the city is going to have to pay Roberts and his attorneys. But we've been exposing the truth about Phoenix's kidnapping statistics for more than 2 years. And after examining key pieces of evidence in his case, it's clear Phoenix just wanted this to go away. In 2008, if there was a ransom kidnapping, Sergeant Phil Roberts more than likely led the investigation.
That suspect took off running in a foot pursuit.
They were the type of kidnappings Phoenix claimed were happening every day. 358 in just 1 year. But those numbers weren't true, not even close. And when Sergeant Roberts blew the whistle...
Was he retaliated against?
Yes, absolutely. It's clearly retaliation.
For 28 years, Sergeant Phil Roberts wore a Phoenix PD uniform.
Phil joined the police force in 1985. I believe he came out of the Navy. An entire career is with the Phoenix Police Department.
Roberts worked his way up the ranks, awarded twice for saving people's lives. He earned another 2 medals for bravery.
Phil bled Phoenix PD blue.
But retired Phoenix Union Rep David Cothe and Roberts' attorney Paul Orphanides both say everything changed after Roberts wrote several memos alleging kidnapping statistics were inflated to get millions in federal stimulus funds.
A very high-level meeting that took place in which an order was given to investigate Sergeant Roberts.
That order came August 18th, 2010. To prove it, here are the handwritten notes from an assistant chief who was at that meeting. Also in attendance, Assistant City Manager Ed Zerker, former Police Chief Jack Harris, City Attorney Gary Vreeberg, and a handful of other top city leaders.
It's wrong because it's retaliation. It's wrong because it's abuse of a whistleblower.
Within weeks, Sergeant Roberts was placed under 5 internal investigations.
Pretty much destroyed Phil's career.
The department's full investigative file of Roberts' case has not been released, but in a case overview, the city claimed Roberts made untruthful accusations in his memos, including statements surrounding the kidnapping statistics. But during our investigation, we found police and city officials repeatedly gave the public inaccurate information.
Is there something wrong with these reports?
No.
That wasn't correct. Neither was this.
The kidnapping, home invasion statistics were already audited. I believe it was in August or September of this year.
Phoenix later admitted they weren't. And city manager David Cavazos also gave inaccurate information at this press conference on March 3rd, 2011.
We were informed on Monday that some of the statistics might be mislabeled.
But remember those handwritten notes from that meeting 4 months earlier. It was a meeting called because Roberts alerted the city manager's office that the ransom kidnapping stats were wrong.
One of those was not happening every day. That's very clear.
Phoenix PD investigators would also allege that Sergeant Roberts used city resources for personal gain. Records show the department's finding was solely based on Roberts' use of the City of Phoenix bird symbol at the top of his memos.
Come back and charge him for inappropriately using the City of Phoenix bird symbol? Well, it makes me think of a chicken, and it makes me think of what chickens do.
Phoenix investigators would also allege that Roberts went outside of his chain of command to report wrongdoing and caused a major disruption to the department.
I cannot think of a charge disrupting the city, disrupting the organization that reached this result. I can't.
When we broke the stories about the inaccurate kidnapping stats, it did have an unprecedented effect on the city of Phoenix. Former Chief Jack Harris publicly challenged the accusations.
And anyone that wants these stars can come and get them. But I got news for you. I'm not giving them to you. You're going to have to take them.
The very next day, the city removed Jack Harris as police chief. The feds in the city launched separate investigations. And the city spent $12 million to replace its record management system after blaming bad record keeping for its overblown kidnapping statistics.
They're clearly spending a lot of taxpayer resources in defending this.
So far, records show Phoenix has paid outside lawyers more than $400,000. And now that the case is settled out of court, that amount will grow.
Who's paying? The taxpayers.
And Cothe says the cost isn't the only thing that should worry Phoenix citizens. He worries about the integrity of the department.
And anybody out there in government who's paying attention, especially on the police department, if there's something else going on in another part of the department right now as we speak, they're going to put their head in a beehive. It just shuts people up.
We offered city officials the chance to comment. We have not yet heard back, and Sergeant Phil Roberts declined to speak with us.
Right now on our ABC15.com website, under the Investigations tab, you'll find more information about Robert's case, including a complete breakdown revealing the truth behind Phoenix's kidnapping stats.